it turned into this boiling anger, and finally I just had to like let it go, thinking it would never come out.
There was other A-listers involved. You've got Wile E, Coyote, and you've got Bugs Bunny. What was it like working with them? And then what was the vibe when you first saw the puppets for the first time?
Look, it doesn't fully register until you see the movie for us.
Okay.
Like you're there and you're so focused on getting your lines right. And a lot of times they did have this guy, Dave Barclay, who did this. He helped us out so much.
Master puppeteer.
Master puppeteer. Okay. He would hold up a puppet for us during rehearsals and puppet Wile E's actions, so it really kind of got ingrained in your head what was going on in each scene. And then maybe even sometimes the first couple takes, he'd be in there puppeting through them, and then they'd pull him and you'd just have a tennis ball on a stick so you could see where it looked.
See, I just asked that question as a kid. As a fan, right? I was like, so you were there with Bugs the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So you focus on, you know,
but you get to create,
knowing where, and it doesn't fully,
that is so cool.
but so it doesn't really sink in
Right.
until you're watching it for the first time, and they've animated the characters. It's a special feeling to be up there with those luminaries.
Lana, you spoke about how Wile E's story inspires you to just keep going and keep trying for your goals. Elaborate on that. Like, what is it about him or that storyline that also you find applicable to yours?
Yeah, I mean, Wile E he has one singular want, right? It's to get the Roadrunner. So he wakes up every single day and he does the craziest things to try and, you know, get his want. And he's never gotten it. So he goes home battered and bruised, and he wakes up again and he tries again. And he does it over and over and over and again. And I just think that that's so inspiring. I think that, like, for me, like, even, there's definitely times in my life where I've had a little bit of like a fixed mindset, where I've, you know, maybe not gotten something that I really wanted, or a job, for example. I didn't get a job that I really, really wanted. And I think maybe that's it. Maybe I'm a failure. Maybe I'm not a good actor. Like, you can really start to think of that in your head. But then you're like, wait, someone like Wile E will just be like, all right, that sucked, but I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna keep doing it. And he inspires me to be like, just get up and try again. Yeah. And I think truly, like, our fans, that's what the fans did for this movie. They kind of were Wile E. They had the Wile E spirit. And I mean, we had a guy outside of Warner Brothers in a Wile E Coyote suit, in the rain, in the heat, in the gross, for so long, out there, like, picketing. We had people, like, just
was he out there, like, for months, every day for, I forget how long.
They were so loud that it kind of, Warner Brothers kind of finally was like, fine. Like, they kind of just, we kind of broke them down. And I think that that's so inspiring, you know? And so that's what I mean by, I love that. Just keep trying, keep getting up and try again.
This movie is obviously funny and heartwarming. What has it been like? I'll start with you, Lana. What has it been like just seeing how audiences are reacting and how excited fans are to have this film?
The reviews are coming out, and God, they're incredible, and it's really validating, because truly and completely, like, when we went to the funeral screening of this movie, when we thought this movie was not going to come out, we saw this film and we were like, this is so great. Right. But then we felt gaslit constantly. So now finally having this kind of validation of these reviews are coming out, and just also genuinely, we're so excited for the fans to finally see it, because they are the reason that this movie is going to be seen. They were advocating for it so much. And so I'm finally just so happy for them to have this movie that they fought so hard for.
Yeah.
When we found out that Warner Brothers was shelving the movie, it was coming right on the heels of getting all this news that the movie was completed, that it was testing really well. So we were so hopeful, and it was like the rug was pulled out. So we just were so confused. And then when we got to see it, 1 week after the decision,
to shelve it,
we were like, what is going on here?
Right, did they see the same thing we saw?
Yeah.
Because I could not have been more proud of this thing. And I was just heartbroken that my kids weren't going to get to see this. So we were frustrated and confused, and then spent months and months turned into this boiling anger, and finally I just had to like let it go, thinking it would never come out. But thankfully, like, fans like pushed and made noise.
Yeah.
And so, you know, now it's coming out, and it was so unexpected. It's, you know, turned, the lows were so low that when we got that news, it was like the happiest high I've ever had.
Life imitating art and vice versa is a very real kind of thing has happened in our narrative of this film, whether or not we wanted it to or not. But yeah, I don't know.
So funny how that happens sometimes,
I know.
right?
I mean, movies like this coming out, it's exceedingly rare. It's getting more and more rare. And so if people go see this movie, they're sending a message that they want to see more movies like this in the theaters.
Yeah.
Because it's a real special movie that like is a really good movie that's also happens to be a family movie that you know, that adults can like and kids will like just as much, but in a different way. And so it's, you know, not a lot of movies like that coming out anymore. So this would be a good message to send, and we almost didn't get a chance to send it.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
I was going to ask about the fake lawyer infomercials. Did you did you have fun making those as Kevin?
It was so fun. That was the very first thing that we shot. It was on, you know, the very first day that you come to set.
Yeah.
They do all these screen tests to get the lighting down and just kind of practice. So we shot all those on the very first day. So much fun. And we made this movie in Albuquerque, and I'm telling you, every billboard is basically an ad for a different lawyer. They're all like
It's
Better
so
Call
fun.
Saul lawyers out there.
Were you able to learn from working with Will?
Absolutely. Oh my God. It was such a joy to be able to work with Will. I think that I've said this 100 times, but I firmly believe that Will is the kindest, most wonderful man in this industry. He is so great. He is. I learned so much about comedy from Will, but I also learned about Will treats every single person. He wakes up, he comes to work, and he treats every single person, cast, crew alike, just so well. He takes the time to have a chat with them in the morning, and he just leads so well. So he really set the tone for, honestly, this production to be the best production I've ever been on. Like, work was so great, the vibes and morale was always so high, and it was all because Will really set that tone. And then, of course, he's just so unbelievably talented as well. But it was an honor to get to work with Will, and I find I'm very
so
grateful.
nice of you to
That
say.
was so nice.
And I think I'm getting a little too much credit here.
No.
I was just giving off what I was getting. This was just a set of very nice people who were all working so cohesively.
And who all love the script
Everyone
and story.
was everyone had put so much time and effort into this, and it was the most efficient set, and it should have been this crazy production. I mean, doing an animated live action hybrid takes so much planning, and so many things can go wrong, but they had planned it out so well. So to have this level of proficiency and expertise and all coming from these people who were unflappable and sweet and kind-hearted, it was just like the warmth that you feel on this set every day, I think comes across in the movie.
Fans of Looney Tunes, like people who grew up with them, they are going to just be so happy because there's so much delicious nostalgia. But you can absolutely go in knowing truly nothing about Looney Tunes and falling in love with it and wanting to know more about the characters.
I agree. But they should go watch Looney Tunes anyway because they're all just awesome.
Because why not?
They're so
Why not?
fun.
All right, so we have a quick rapid fire as we're sort of winding down here. Which Looney Tunes characters best represents your past co-star? Let's pick one for John Cena.
I'm thinking Foghorn Leghorn because they're in cahoots.
Noah Centineo.
Tweety.
Tweety, let's go. All right, Kristen Wiig.
Kristen Wiig. Oh man. Who would be good
don't know.
for Wiig?
You guys are doing
I mean, I
pretty
want
good,
to say
'cause-
Granny just because I've
Granny.
known her. There's such a sweetness, and like I could just picture Kristen with there's
I
just
feel
a
like she would
there's a
like that
spice to
answer.
her. She's like loving, but she's also like, you know, sharp
Yeah.
And Kristen's the funniest person
Okay,
alive.
I think she'll like that answer. All right, Catherine Newton.
Oh,
Bugs.
Bugs Bunny.
Oh, okay. And lastly, Coleman Domingo.
Who's the most fashionable, awesome? Who's like the like
Do you have an?
Wait, no, I'm not supposed to be answering.
the epitome of cool?
Yeah.
I mean, that's also kind of Bugs right
Yeah.
there. I feel like he's kind of cooler than Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, a little bit cooler.
You really like Elmer Fudd. Is he giving?
I love Elmer Fudd, but
But
he does
no.
not give Fudd off to me.
I think these
I'm like
answers
more
are
of an
great.
Elmer Fudd than anybody else. I'm gonna stick with Bugs.
Yeah, we'll stick
He's
with
like
Bugs.
also a Bugs.
Well, those were great answers. Thank you guys both for being such good sports and a great chat.
Thank you.
Thank you.